I am probably going to be changing my vote, but one comment is that when you said that as part of training, what she did, that was allowed her, and I don't feel like I heard that before. And the reason I'm changing my vote. My concern is I do feel like it probably was not appropriate. It sounded like it was a very frustrating night. There were lots of bad things happening, not there necessarily. I mean, lying down the street, not saying a business, but there was violence and there was language, and it got a little crazy from all the reports. And I think it was a frustrating time. And how do we keep this from reoccurring or continuing? And I felt like that was the intervention and the choice, whether or not it was a good choice. But the reason also is that a discussion of policy, as well as with the DOJ and with attorney, which sounds like it's going to proceed, I think may also help in addressing some of the people's concerns, mine also.
I'm in a position that regardless of what future policy decisions or discussions occur, we're talking about something that has already taken place, whether or not it's appropriate. The allegation is whether or not she inappropriately authorized the detention of these people. I don't know how we could actually grasp with the idea that it was appropriate when there were people who weren't even involved in the protest that were detained. Like, how is that appropriate? How are we making a justification that because we're not sure if there was a Fourth Amendment right to a Terry stop, which I don't even see, even listening to like the instructor's information about a Terry stop, I'm like, what is the relevance of a Terry stop for people who are not in the vehicle? It doesn't even fit the ramifications of the Terry stop. There has to be reasonable suspicion, first of all. And even with that reasonable suspicion, you couldn't say a group is reasonably suspicious. Like, this is an entire group of people, 100+ people. How can we say that it's reasonable to suspect that all of these people are committing crimes? Some of these people aren't even in the protest. And if we're going into the guise of an unlawful protest, if we're allowing unlawful protest when it's convenient and the message is there, then that raises another concern. We don't want it to be an inhibition on particular speech or prohibition because I don't like what you're protesting about. So in this case, we're going to use the maximum authority allowed. But it concerns me that in this group, every time we're faced with a dilemma and we hear what the purported opinion is of an officer who wasn't even there, who didn't draft the report, it becomes, well, the officer is saying that in this case, this is where they were thinking or this is where they're going. It almost becomes like the weight is there. Instead of listening to, considering, however many people are in opposition who are there who are saying this was my experience, and then the fact that we're doing this box thing, there are people who are by Starbucks and they somehow get to go home, but because I know an officer, like it's not okay. So I'm still grappling with the fact that people were unlawfully detained. And I don't think we should be detracting from this because we're going to have a policy conversation. We have many of them.
So you're not taking a vote?
I am.
I'm not even. I'm with you.
And I had voted in the minority before and I'm going to vote in the minority again. Because I think you raised some good points, but it's beyond the scope of what we're supposed to, what I feel like my job is here in terms of the standard of review and looking at whether or not a reasonable person could have made this decision, whether or not I agree with the decision. And so I'm going to stay with my vote.
Thanks. Don't blur the distinction between an unwise policy and a person who follows that policy. It's established that commander B followed training. It's reasonable for her to believe that the training she received is lawful. It's not obviously unconstitutional, although it's questionable, may not be appropriate. And you've got Professor Yin saying it's not an appropriate or legal process to detain a group of people and then only arrest some within a group. Officers are allowed to detain a group for a reasonable amount of time to determine which people in the group are going to be arrested. Like that or not, in terms of punishing Commander D, that's what you're doing. By finding that she obviously violated the law, given the standard of review that Julie has mentioned. In terms of dealing with Commander D fairly, it's time exoneration. But, and Mike, what's the name of your group working with your respondents? You initiated contact with the Bureau?
It was to review the crowd control.
The root crowd control. That's what the focus should be. That's the really important issue. Not punishing Commander D because she followed training.
I'm not looking at it as
Punish
punishment, I'm
forever.
looking at it as accountability. There's a difference.
Punish forever.
I think that it tends to be always veering on the side of could a reasonable person, well, maybe a reasonable person could, if we're going in that grade, could always find something. But I'm saying, I know, but the point is, I'm not done. This is the point. The point is, in this situation, was it reasonable to unlawfully detain people who had not committed crimes? That is the policy. The Directive 315 says that the unlawful arrest, like that there needs to be a reason, and it goes down the guidelines for suspicions and reasons to complete an arrest. If those people did not fit in that realm, which a lot of them did not, I don't understand how we're saying that that's reasonable. It's almost like we're moving from it because we're talking about training. What does that have to do with exact policy and the definition of the policy?
I think that there are some of us who aren't committed to the idea that it was unlawful. We think that it was potentially unlawful, arguably unlawful. We think that it was not a wise decision. But yes, we understand that you can't unlawfully detain somebody. It's just some of us say that these people were detained and it might not have been unlawful. I think that's the...
Some of us believe we
So
were
we-
detained because of a shift change.
Being detained.
Okay, let's vote. Roll call, start with